Well, hello everybody, and welcome to a finalist interview based on the finalists of the Veezoo Analytics Cup. My name's Andy Cotgreave. Veezoo gave the world a World Cup data set and asked you all to build artifacts and canvases and agents using Veezoo. And we had loads of incredible entries, and I'm really delighted to welcome to the channel one of the three finalists, Oliver. Oliver, congratulations on being a finalist. Just do you want to introduce yourself quickly?
Sure. Yeah. So my name is Oliver. I'm currently a student, master student studying at Columbia, and my major is data science. So my background is in data science, data analysis, machine learning, and GenAI. So Veezoo is a tool that I got touched with not until this Veezoo Analytics Cups, and I'm pretty impressed by all of the unique features and its incredible ability to build different canvases and data visualizations. And really excited to be here as a finalist, and also looking forward to show my work to.
Yeah, well, looking forward to it. So let's go through. I've preloaded a couple of the canvases. You know, the brief was to build content for a broadcast team or journalists throughout the World Cup tournament, right? And you have created this multiple narrators approach. Just tell me what's going on. Who's the oracle? Who's the romantic? And who's the cynic? What's going on?
Of course. So my idea initially is that because I'm a pretty diehard football fan, Real Madrid fan specifically, but you know, like that depends. But so like my thought is that football is a really emotional sport. So like the fans are going crazy for different reasons. So some of them are really, you know, like some of the clubs or the national teams fan. So that will be the romantics. I mean, the ultra in this sense. So the ultra is someone who support a specific team. So they will know like all the stats and like of that team, right? And some of them following a player, for example, Messi or Ronaldo, right? So they are the romantic. So they checks the player's arc. And then some of them are more focusing on the tactics of different sports. So that will be the technician. And some of them are care about the history. That will be the historian. And so as something like the cynic, who is more like the, you know, like who will hate some clubs or some teams. And the oracle is the one who is more like knows everything, and then, you know, like and then they will like sometimes find something that is someone some the other fans doesn't know. This is like the idea behind this. So like there are so many different fans behind the scenes, right? And then so we need these fans in the newsroom too, so that so like once there's a report or there's you know, like a commentator can use this tool, like every type of the fan can be can enjoy one of the thing that the commentator or the report is writing, or you know, like they are saying, right? The 6 agents, you can imagine themselves as like 6 different types of fans who works in the media room, and then they mainly work on 3 different canvases. The first one is the morning pitch. So the morning pitch is more like the something that you can, it's like essentially helpful for writing reports and also like morning news in the morning, so that it will have like different it's like a initial analysis of the matchup, but also more importantly, it has all of the like the titles for each different agents and different emotions. For example, as you can see in the demo, there's like so for each agents, there's a title for the matchup. So this match is Argentina versus England, I believe. So like for example, the romantic will talk about the like how the Messi is gonna be maybe the top scorer of the World Cup, which already is, but yeah. and and the other will give like a deeper analysis on that. And like the oracle is kind of like the, you know, like the hidden gem of, you know, like the stats or like the historical matchup. So this one will give you like a pretty clear way of, and also like the reporter or the broadcaster to identify what to say in the morning news, right?
Yeah.
And we also like it also like provided like an editorial priority thing, so like it can show you which one might be like the Weezoo think is the most important for this matchup specifically. So I believe the Argentina versus England is like a classic matchup in history. So the historian might, like be emphasized here.
How
So
did
that's
you how is this calculated? Because here you're creating a
no,
new metric because that doesn't exist in the underlying data, right?
yeah. That's just show up like by cut up like first six. So like the like the first one is 100 and the second
Yeah.
one is like 5 6. So this is I think we can remove that like in the future, but you can just put it like high or like relatively high or
Yeah.
something.
No, I think it's a really clever idea because as a broadcast team, you're providing literally script, which is great, then verifiable data in each one, and then all the voices are completely distinct, right? The romantic is totally different to the ultra, who's totally different to the oracle. And you and I, we've all been in the pub and argued about football or listened to radio call-ins, and these are the characters we portray. Okay, take me through. Then there's the match dossier as well. We'll take a look at that one and then talk about how some of the way you actually built this. So, how does the match dossier work?
Yeah, so different from the morning pitch, match dossier, although it's like also analyze the two teams matchups, it's a more detailed analysis on the like the whole thing. So basically, the morning pitch is more for the media to write the something, right? But like this match dossier is for the broadcaster or the like analyst who will be on the like the live broadcast, and then this like really more detailed information on what they can talk about on the match, during the match, or even during the match. So like before the match, there is something that they can definitely talk about, or they can maybe use the text here directly. So although like they share some similar information somewhere, for example, the romantic is so shared the messy one, but at the same time, it has something that is, like something like the fans are like more likely want to be here, like in lifetime. So, for example, the shootout thing is something that can be mentioned during if there's overtime, right? And the oracle is something that it's pretty useful in the lifetime game, because if somebody score first, they can bring up this statistics, right? So saying that maybe if the Argentina score first, like the England can only have the win rate drop from 80% to 56% in this case. So that's something that is different use cases, like a more detailed analysis of the morning pitch. I believe is pretty useful for the live broadcaster as well.
Yeah, it's really good, and you've got a really nice design. So a grid layout, you're using color consistently throughout these as well, which I think is a nice choice. And again, the voices are really distinct, right? Now, the power of Veezoo is if you want to ask about somebody else other than Lionel Messi, you can just run the agent and change those things. But
of course.
I wanted to so really good design, excellent use of voices for a broadcast team. But I want to talk about how you built these, because but you're using nested agents and sub agents. So just explain how you got to that approach and how it became successful.
For sure. So I think one of the greatest advantage of Veezoo is that even like someone who doesn't really know AI, they can build this through prompt engineering. So that is like one thing I've been doing like maybe for 3 consecutive days for the 6 agents. So what I've been doing is that I start with something simple, right? So for example, when I build a romantics, I'll start something like you are a fan. Imagine you are a fan of like a crazy player, and you will be act as the like one of the six specialist agents in a sports media room. So
Yeah.
that's the initial prompt I give the agents.
Actually, yeah. So just for context, while Oliver's is speaking
Yeah,
here,
the context.
this is the prompt that Veezoo runs when the agent is called. So yeah, sorry, just to
Right.
clarify. Yeah.
So this
Sorry.
is like the initial try attempt, and then I'll see like if Veezoo give me really good content, and if it is, I'll just proceed. And this is like the back and forth try, and then when there's something wrong, I'll just tell Veezoo like this is the prompt. How would you like refine this and then make it better in the scenario, right? And this is like the first step, and then after I build a six. A six different individual sub agents. So like these so for example like your goals, your beat, your data sources is something that added on afterwards. So like after the refinements, and this part of the code is something that I add after the six agents after the six agent is created. So like one thing I noticed is that it is hard to organize them in a really clean way, or in a really consistent way in the canvas builder. So what I did is that I specifically, so if you can see the code above, sorry, it's also like something above the JSON one. Yeah. So this is something that the agents can read it more easy and without like further processing, right? So this is something that will feed into the canvas builder after it runs through the agents. So so like if you go down the code for this one.
Yeah.
So this is the VQR code that I asked Veezoo to write these. So like so like this is like something that is make the whole thing more consistent. So basically it will know what is the like color, or like the general thing that it will use for each canvas. So this is pretty useful for the consistency purpose. Yeah, and so each agent.
What's powerful about the agents is that they're natural language prompts. But what I think you're showing here is that data analysis is still an iterative, advanced human skill to do, right?
Sure.
I think that so VKL is the proprietary language of Veezoo, right? And it can write VQL. In fact, it's really good at writing its own VQL.
Yeah.
But you don't get success from just writing a single line prompt, right? These prompts require a lot of attention.
I spent some time on this, I guess. And so if you go to the prompt of the canvas builder, so this one thing that is also spent some time like looking into. So like how to actually build a multi agent flow through Veezoo. So like one thing that I do is that I try to give more detailed instruction of each different canvases, right? And the other thing is that if you go down, I think there's also like a code somewhere. Okay, so like I give like a whole layout of each thing, and then I think this one is mostly for the formatting thing. So like I give the instruction on the format, and like the technical specifications is something that I specifically added after I found out that like every time like it will give different outcomes. So I use this to make it more consistent as well. And the orchestration sequences you can see is something that is enabled as like a multi-agent flow. So I think one also is like one of the advantage of Veezoo is that the each agents are aware of the existence of the other one, so they have context. So it is pretty powerful to like I can use the canvas builder and then start it the other agent at the same time. So that is something that I feel pretty impressed. I think, you know, like maybe I can use it for my work, right? I can use it to, you know, like build different sub agents inside one big campus builder agents, and then that's like basically how it works.
I think it's great. I think one thing that impressed the judges, of which I'm one, is that you know, you've built something that works to the brief, you know, and that's great. But also this is a kind of business data analytics that just simply wasn't really available prior to AI, right? Imagine if you're running an organization, you want different types of people looking at your business data. You don't just want yes people who go, yes, your hunch is correct, right? You want different voices, and nesting those agents is a really clever way to build those voices inside the AI, right? So I think that was just one of those things. It works perfectly for the brief, but it's also a business applicable process. So just sort of closing out, you've not used Veezoo before this, so tell me about the experience of using Veezoo, and you know, and that iteration process to get into the final result.
Yeah, sure. So I think initially I was exploring it, right? I think it is pretty useful for the like initial you guys provided. So I think it was the I think there's a guideline or something that I could explore on the there's some canvases already built that I can use to, you know, like navigate and then be familiar with the basic functions. And as I mentioned, like the one thing that Veezoo is pretty powerful on is the first one is definitely the data visualization, and I think it is kind of like the ChatGPT, but it is embed the table inside, right? So it can build a dashboard, a really detailed dashboard in a minute, even if I don't I give like a single sentence prompt. So like the all the prompt I gave was just make it more enriched, consistent, and like, but like one sentence can build like a really powerful prompt. And the other thing I really appreciate is I also mentioned it before, is the agent feature. So I really think it is really powerful to build an agent with just the natural language models. So I mean, technically you must put much effort into like make it really, you know, like a workable agent, and then be aware of the whole context of different, you know, like canvases and like all the different other agents, because, you know, like in other cases when you build agents, you know, like from the beginning in a Python, although you can also like give it a really detailed prompt, it will likely to need some refinements, and also like the tool calling functions like extra to build a really functional agents, right? So that is like something powerful that I can think of. Although I'm like a more technical person using Veezoo, I can feel that even non-technical person who never like explore AI can build something really creative with this. Especially, I think one thing that Veezoo do pretty well is that I know like some of the like designers or, you know, like the content creators for, you know, like the dashboards, or, you know, like all sort of like the you know, even like the slides, even like they are struggle to use AI to create something meaningful. But with Veezoo, that is something that is definitely achievable, because they have all the built-in functions for the dashboards and also for the visualization. So that is something that I think is pretty has the potential.
That's cool. All right. No, I was just running one of the agents in the background. I mean, that's designed not really to be surfaced as the front end. It's designed to be run within the canvas building process. All right. Well, look, Oliver, you've done brilliantly well. I think we were really impressed by this mix of canvases running different agents to get these different voices out of the data, because that is real life, right? And I think it's just taking an advantage of this sort of traditional approaches with modern agentic approaches. So congratulations. And I have one final question. Who's going to win the World Cup?
I'm gonna say France, but England has a high chance. I like England as well. Yeah.
Do we have a high chance? You know, I think we certainly have a chance that if we can play fun football, people will be happy. I think that's the thing. But yeah, it seems like everybody's saying France. Predictable.
No, but England fans are my favorite.
Oh well, yeah, good. The Scottish fans are doing some pretty amazing things. I like my favorite fans are the Dutch. I love the way they march to the stadium. I think that's cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so brilliant. Okay, well, you heard it here. You heard it here. France are the winners of the 2026 World Cup. Was that a hunch or was that a statistical analysis?
I think it's more like a statistical analysis, but football can never analyze through the stats. So
Indeed.
You never know.
Brilliant. All right. Well, Oliver, congratulations again on making the final. Results will be announced very soon. Thank you to everybody who's taken part in the Veezoo Analytics Cup. It has been really good fun seeing the varied and novel approaches to using Veezoo canvases and agents. So with that, Oliver, thank you very much.
Thank you.
And we will see everybody soon somewhere watching the World Cup. Take care.
Great. Take care. Bye.